Who, above a world of shimmering clouds, lies the magical realm of Leora, a tapestry of floating islands drifting in an endless sky. Each island is a world of its own, with unique colors, glowing plants, and gentle nature spirits. Our story begins on Skyfall Isle, a land of floating lakes and blue mist, where something very strange is happening. For Waterfalls of Skyfall Isle, known for their crystal-clear waters, were not falling. Instead, they were rising, defying gravity and soaring towards the heavens. This strange sight deeply troubled Aura, the water spirit of the isle. Aura, a swirling blue light shaped like a giant teardrop, pulsed with confusion and worry. It needed help. Furrowing on another floating island lived Nira, the Cloudwalker. Nira was a gentle girl with soft sky-blue hair and light amber eyes. She wore a white-silver travel cloak that shimmered like thin mist, and her soft grey boots made no sound as she walked. Around her neck hung a small crystal compass, its inner light glowing faintly. Nira wasn't just a traveler, she had a special connection to the spirits of Leora. Accompanying Nira was her tiny friend Ryle, a breeze spirit. Ryle was a small, pastel blue sprite with delicate swirling wings made of pure air. Cute body would glow softly whenever it got excited or sensed strong magic. Ryle zipped and zoomed around Nira's head, its movements as playful as a summer breeze. As Nira and Ryle explored a field of glowing star lily, a visitor appeared. It was Aura, the lantern bird, a magnificent white bird whose feathers seemed to be spun from light itself. Aura was a messenger for the spirits, its wings emitting a warm, golden glow whenever magic was near. It landed gracefully before Nira, its light casting a gentle halo around them. The lantern bird chirped a melodic, urgent tune, and an image formed in the air between them. A vision of Skyfall, Isle's waterfalls flowing backwards into the sky. Nira understood immediately. The balance of the island was disturbed. She looked at Ryle, who was already glowing with a mix of excitement and concern. It looks like the water spirit needs our help. Ryle, Nira said, her voice as soft as the clouds around them. She gently touched her crystal compass, and its light grew brighter, pointing the way towards Skyfall Isle. Let's go see what's wrong. With the lantern bird leading the way, Nira and Ryle set off across the floating bridges that connected the islands of Leora. The sky was a brilliant, peaceful blue, and the clouds below were like a soft, white sea. As they journeyed, they passed islands of every color, each humming with its own unique magic and guarded by its own nature spirit. Finally, they arrived at Skyfall Isle. The sight was even more bewildering up close. Great columns of water were ascending from the floating lakes, disappearing into the sky above. The air was thick with a cool, blue mist. Standing by the edge of a rising river was the water spirit, Aura. It swirled anxiously, its blue light flickering like a nervous flame. "Welcome, Cloudwalker," the water spirit's voice echoed. Not in words, but in feelings of distress that Nira could understand perfectly. "My waters, ... they will not fall. The heart of the island is sick, and I don't know why." Nira approached the edge of the water. Shit. Knelt down and dipped a hand into the rising current. The water felt cold, but there was a strange, unfamiliar pulse of magic within it. Something that didn't belong. "Something is interfering with your flow," Nira said gently. "Ryle, can you feel where it's coming from?" The little breeze spirit zipped over the water, its wings beating faster and faster. It flew in circles, its glow intensifying as it got closer to the source of the disturbance. Ryle darted towards the center of the largest floating lake, where the upward flow was strongest. It chirped excitedly, signaling to Nira, deep beneath the surface. Something was shining with a light that wasn't the island's own. Nira knew what she had to do. Taking a deep breath, she focused her own gentle magic. creating a small, shimmering bubble of air around her head. She waded into the rising stream, letting its strange current pull her towards the center of the lake. The water spirit swirled around her, a protective barrier of blue light. As she moved deeper, she saw it. A dark, jagged crystal, humming with a dissonant energy, was lodged at the bottom of the lake. It was poisoning the water's natural magic, reversing its flow. This crystal was not from Leora. Carefully, Nera reached for the dark crystal. As her fingers touched it, a jolt of cold energy shot up her arm. But Nera's own magic, pure and calm, pushed back. She wrapped her hands around the foreign object and pulled. With a final heave, the crystal came loose. Instantly, the dissonant hum stopped. The water around her paused for a moment, hanging in midair. Then, with a great, whooshing sigh, it began to fall. The waterfalls of Skyfall Isle were flowing correctly once again. Nera surfaced, holding the Naudal crystal. The water spirit danced around her, its light now bright and joyful. Its voice filled Nera's mind with feelings of immense gratitude. The air cleared, the blue mist softened, and the whole island seemed to breathe a sigh of relief. Rill zipped down and nuzzled against her cheek, glowing brightly with happiness. With the balance restored, Nera knew her work was done. She gave a thankful nod to the water spirit and began her journey back, the dark crystal safely contained. The world of Leora was vast, and there were always more mysteries to solve and more spirits to help. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed Nera's adventure in the world of Leora,